Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the vintage paper girl. Welcome to my studio. Oh, I'm so thrilled you're here with me today. I want to say a big welcome and hi to all of my friends out there, my longtime viewers, and a welcome to those of you who are brand new subscribers, as well as those of you who've come along to see what you think about my channel. Hopefully you will subscribe and get a notification so you know when I'm making videos, because sometimes you don't see me otherwise. So anyway, how are all of you? Are you all good? I missed you all. Hopefully it is a wonderful Monday for you, a marvelous Monday. I am making this video, I'll be honest, on Saturday, because you just never know what Monday's going to hold, and sometimes Sunday, you never know about that either. And besides, my hubby went off to Monterey, California, to pick up his golf clubs that he ordered for his 65th birthday. When you get to a certain age, the original golf clubs you had get a little heavy, so you generally move to kind of more of a graphite lighter club. So that's what he's done. His grip has changed and his swing has changed, although I understand he's much faster now, so with the speed of his clubs. So awesome. So anyway, he's out picking those up, so I have a couple hours to myself, so I'm in the craft room, and I figured I'd just make some videos for you. So last time I saw you, this was still in pieces, and I had not finished the cover. So as you can see, I don't think it's done. I still want to add a couple things to it. So I always, as I was telling Joey Cardmaker, that I don't never feel like a cover's done until I finish the whole inside. Then I go back and look at it, and I see if maybe my vision has changed and I need to do something with the cover to reflect that. But I have added the lady, some laces, a pretty frame, a lace here to cover the stitching. I've added some pretty metal, really nice metal corners that I got on Amazon. They're not the Tim Holtz ones. I actually ran out of this color from Tim Holtz. So I had ordered a whole bunch of antique gold on Amazon. I was happy with some I wasn't. It was a big kit. Some were tiny, all the way to these great big ones. Well, these worked out well. I thought, oh, I'll never use those. Ooh, I did. Because this baby girl here is 12 inches tall. She is a big one. This is as big as I'll ever go on a journal. But she's fun. Hear that? Hear that? Yeah, she has a pocket in the back here. Which before you really couldn't see until I started working with it a little bit. And then it kind of, it kept coming unglued. So I finally got everybody glued in there like it should be. And all of our pages are in. Oh, and I have my lace pocket in, but I just noticed I forgot to put my lace on the bottom. I was going to put down there. So that's something I have to do. But this is chapter 1 papers. This is all, the books are from Italy. They're all antiques. And Rachel at Roxy Creations is where I buy my paper packs. And look at that. Beautiful, right? And then coffee dyed paper, and that's from Emily at Vintage Polka Dot Shop. This is from Paper Baker Creations. So any of these like this came from them. I don't know where I got these blue papers. I have no idea. I actually think this is Veronica at Triple V Vintage, but I'm not positive. Or it's paper art, inked paper art paper. I don't know. One of those ladies. I don't know. There's a lot of ladies out there that do it. Vintage. This is vintage. Music paper, Triple V Vintage. So as you can see, we have, that's one of mine. So this is what she's going to look like. I've started pulling some pieces to decorate. It needs to be decorated. It needs pockets. It needs all kinds of goodies. So this one's going to have the ladies. These ladies are going to be the Italian and French. I'm going to use both. Again, this is Paper Baker Creations. Isn't that pretty? So this is, as you can see, these are what I've got in here. And we have a lot of decorating to do. There are 25 pages, so there are 100 sides to write on. Absolutely going to be plenty of space for a journal and someone who actually likes to write. But it's going to be pretty because right now I could sell it just like this, sure. But I feel like I wouldn't be me if I didn't do some decorating, right? One thing I noticed as I was telling my daughter when I was looking through it, when I look on the right side, I see all these beautiful pages, right? But you get to the middle. Okay, then when you look at the pages, what do you see? Blank. You don't really see the left side. They're there if you're looking at it personally, but when you're flipping through it, you see a lot of, look, blank, blank. But they're not really. They are for writing, but this side's not as pretty as the front side. Does that make sense? You guys know what I'm trying to say? I hope so. So I'm going to definitely concentrate on some of those pages, adding a few little bits and pieces just to perk them up a little bit so that they match the loveliness of the right side of the book in the front, and the right side on the back matches, right? And this is a vintage coffee dyed, what do you call those? Doily, paper doily. All right. So pocket in the back, lovely, lovely, very vintage, very Victorian looking, very just yummy. And I'm having such a blast working with it. I love the way it feels, right? And then I add the plaque that says Paris, but yet she's an Italian lady. So it's a Paris Italian fashion journal. And that's pretty much what I'm going to put in there. This morning, I pulled out a selection of scrapbook papers that are in the same era, as you could see. Let's see, can you see that? Let me see what you could see on the sides. I kind of got to see where my limits are here. Okay, so I know where I'm, let's put my little ruler right there for right now. So I kind of know where my workspace is, right? I usually give myself pretty good workspace, So for those of you who asked, thank you so much for all your prayers. My sore throat finally went away, and I just have allergies right now. And I did have a nasty migraine yesterday, but that's gone. I have a little bit of a migraine hangover, but you know, that's okay. I had no problem crafting with one of those, that's for sure. So anyway, I'm doing well. Thank you everyone for all your thoughts and prayers. We don't know about my son yet. His test results won't be back till next week. So well, let's see, if this is Monday, sometime at the end of this week when you see this. So fingers crossed, lots of prayers. All right, so I picked out papers from this scrapbooking paper pad that I absolutely love and adore because it has lovelies that are all in the same, see the same colorway? They look good, right? And they're the same era. I grabbed things that I thought would, maybe this is a little bit newer, but, you know, bits and pieces that I thought I could use with this as backgrounds or to fussy cut, right? Because there weren't fussy cut pages for this. We got that one. See, that goes with it for sure. So I thought I'd pull bits and pieces from this kit. So there were pieces that had a lot of pattern and could be cut and fussy cut. And then sometimes you just want a little something behind it. So then I have these that go with it also. If you look at this, beautiful, right? Goes really well. If you hear a little banging, my neighbors are out. It's a beautiful Saturday morning and everybody's working in their yards before the rain, which is due any minute. So these are all colors that I thought would look nice. This one's a bit bright, but doesn't mean I can't use it as background papers, right? So I thought any of these would be wonderful to go with it. So I have these to use. I may or may not get to them. I don't know if you guys remember, but I was doing a seamstress sample book, and it's actually in the same type of colorways. I didn't realize when I was pulling those papers that, yeah, I had used them in this one. Remember this? So this also goes, these are the same Italian ladies. So, and there's a journal, I think, or something that goes with this. So if you remember these. So this is kind of going to, I don't know, could end up being a set or just similar, you know. So anyway, I found that this morning and I went, oh, I remember those. And for those of you who are going to ask me, this is, I believe this is from Michael's a couple of years ago. You might be able to find it on Etsy or Amazon. It's the Paper Studio Theodosia Square. I believe I got it at half off because I don't pay $21.99 for a paper pad. But honestly, I think it's the last paper pad I bought that I think it's Michael's. That I thought I really enjoyed. I've been back a few times since, and I haven't found anything good. Nothing. The paper pads have been very, very, very contemporary. If you're contemporary, go look at them. If you're vintage, or you're shabby chic, or you're French, or you're, you know, some of these older Victorian eras, I haven't found anything in a long time. So I was really happy that I could get a hold of this paper pad, and she's been sitting in my stash. And of course, I've been using her, you know, quite a bit. It's a big, thick one. It's probably the thickest one I've ever bought from them. And I swear there's like 200 pages in there. I don't know how many there is, but it was a lot. I don't think it says on it, but you might be able to find that somewhere. Oh, 180 sheets. Oh, I was close. I was 20 off. I was pretty close. So, getting a little slow start here, but I am ready to go. I've got all kinds of stuff around me that I pulled. Oh, before I get going, let me show you a couple things. My order came in from my sister shop. She packages everything so beautiful, and you get a pretty little freebie, and get goodies, and you get this beautiful paper she uses, and she uses a stamp, and I just pull these off and cover them up and use them again. I don't waste them. I have a whole bunch, and I'll put like flowers in the middle or something. I could even put one of her pretty little. So I got from her, I got the hearts. She finally made them. They're in her shop in a variety of colors. If they're not there, ask her. She will make them for you. Absolutely will. She loves to do custom work. So if she's not backed up. So I got them in 3 colors, cream, ivory, and pink. I think these are considered the cream. These are considered the ivory. Of course, my neighbors decide to start pounding as soon as I start my video. And they come in 6 of each. So we've got that. Now, those are the hearts. And so I got them in all the colors. And then, so I'll have plenty for every journal that I do, because I want to make sure I put them in all my journals. I will definitely be using the, that's the darker, the cream one in this journal. So I need to remember to grab one out and put it in. And then I also got some butterflies for the spring type, botanical type ones. And I got the cream and the pink. I did not buy the ivory ones. I don't know why. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have got them anyway. So that's what we have to play with. So I wanted to share with you. And that is Creative Lefty, for those of you who are new to my sister's shop. I wanted to help her with her shop. And thank you to each and every one of you who has gone over there and purchased from her. You made her day. And she's excited to have new customers. She has all kinds of things in there. She crochets beautifully. She does machine embroidery. She crochets. She's just very, very talented. So anyway, very crafty family I come from, because my big sister is a quilter. Big time quilter. So she's got the big machine, and oh my goodness, that girl's amazing. So if you needed a quilt, there's a lady there. So now one more thing I want to share with you. Excuse the condition of this, because I was getting ready to do a give me a minute. Hello. Journal with it, or a project. And so I'm gonna share this with you. This is a Jewel design. She has a new kit. It's not out. Well, yeah, it is out. As of today, it's out. Brand new. I was going to share this on the live I was going to do, but myself and others all got sick, so we didn't end up doing our live. So this is called Blue and Pink Flora Delight. It's gorgeous. I love it. And I think this project is probably going to get done using a pink file folder, but that's all I'm going to say. So, because I think pink with this would be lovely. I don't have any blue ones, blue file folders. I think it'd be lovely with a blue file folder. I think that the pink will go well with it. So this is a Jewel design, my daughter's shop. And this is also where I sell, sometimes I sell my work. All right, so it's not a full, well, I'll just do a quick flip through for you guys so you can go look at it. For those of you who like florals, you're going to love this. It's beautiful. Look at this. You know what? I'm going to move this. Pretty. Gorgeous. Oh, wow. Look at that. Let me see. Am I getting you? Yep. Okay. That's really pretty. She started this kit for me a long time ago and got sidetracked. And so finally it's out and about. I have extra pages in here, so just ignore that. You know me, I'm always doing extras. All right, so that is her new kit, and I didn't print on the backs because I was going to use this because I'm going to be doing a lot of cutting and pasting on this one. So I don't think there's going to be, it's not going to be a journal. It's not going to be a journal when I work on this project. So you'll have to watch for that. That'll be a fun one. I'm hoping to do it on a live. We'll see. Or just with you guys. And then this is the ephemera. Is it not gorgeous? Oh my goodness. Look at that. So, you know, you have tags. I figure these are self-explanatory. Journaling cards, file folder, a pocket, journaling cards, envelope, pockets. Now, these are all printed on the back because then I can, I don't have to worry about backing them because this is on a cardstock. So these I don't, if they're pockets, I don't print on the back. And we have flowers. And then I've got extras. Oh, and this is a washi strip. Isn't this fabulous? I love this. Paper strip. Paper sticky strip. Because I know people get upset if you say washi. It's a paper sticky strip. And to prove that, I have, oh, and she has flowers for you. Lots of beautiful flowers that you can cut out and paste on. Let's see, I think I've shown you everything, yeah. And then she has a full flip through on her channel, so go over there if you want to see it in detail and what she's doing with it. I printed it on the back of the Avery label paper, so I have definitely made it into washi style strips. So this is going to be a project and coming up soon. So I'm going to take this and put this back into the pile it was in. I wanted to share that with you, just a quick little, so they're in our shop if you're interested, if you like those colors together. So there you go. So I guess we better get going because now we're down to like a half hour. But I haven't been able to craft for, sorry, I heard something in the house and I believe I'm alone. I'm going to check to make sure I am alone. Make sure my hubby didn't come back. Hold on a minute. Either that, yeah, I have a naughty kitty who's doing something he's not supposed to be doing. Aha. I knew something was going on. I have to close the door or he'll get in here and be naughty. So I can't do that in the middle of the video. Sorry, you guys. I forgot what I was saying. I don't know. So, alrighty. So we want to decorate this baby. And I pulled stuff. Lots and lots and lots of stuff. And I debated on doing a Merry Monday today. But honestly, I wasn't up to creating that much stuff. So what I'll do is I'll try to film one. And then maybe next Monday we'll do the Merry Monday. Because I at least want to do it once a month. Because I said I would. But I'm not even sure I'm going to do Christmas next year. So I didn't do it last year. And I'm not sure I want to do it this year either. So I do have a lovely little kit that goes well with this. All of this. And then I did do a bunch of stamping to get ready. And this is Lorna's new, I showed that to you, her new stamp. I didn't do it in gold. Isn't that pretty? I put this on some vintage, what do you call these? Gosh, I'm drawing a complete blank, you guys. Oh. Anyway, note cards. And I also played and did it on white. So I have it on a number of things. These are two of her stamps. And I did play around. And they're going to, because I wanted them for pieces in this journal. So I mean, I pulled words. I pulled every single thing I could think of to put in there. Ooh. And then I have these. And this is the same papers. So maybe I might put one of those in there. We'll see. I gotta see how fat this journal ends up being. It might be that it can't handle that extra bulk. I'm not sure it can handle the bulk. So we might not be able to do it. But I do have a Noir by Sam Poole that will go beautifully in this. I was thinking great journaling cards for our thing, our journal. I think they'll fit in there all right. And I've got that to go in there. I have a little box of stuff that's, well, that doesn't need to be finished. It's kind of, these are things, oh, we need to decorate. Okay, so these are things that are going to go on, in, near, around. These are bits and pieces that I pulled. I went through all of my ephemera books and pulled things that had same colorway or bits and pieces that I thought I could use, like all these bits. Some of these are Tim Holtz, some are, I don't know, everybody. I just pulled bits and everything that we could use to decorate. These are some things I want to decorate and put in there. These are things I'm also going to use to decorate with. So we have that. I'll find out where to put this journal because I need to keep it close by, but I don't want it in my way. I mean, she's a big girl, so she's very tall and slender. Very much a fashion girl. Okay, so I have all these little lovely pockets. What I went looking for was, I have bigger cards like this, and I did not find them. I don't know where they are. They weren't in my little book, so now I'm concerned. I think they're probably in one of my boxes that I have that has pre-cut ephemera, but I didn't get that far, so I'm trying to decide what we want to work on today. Oh, we were going to work on the tall ones, weren't we? Yes, we were going to work on those. All right, so I did not end up coming back and filming that day. I just didn't feel good, so I started pulling ephemera and everything. So I didn't film like I planned. I wanted a piece that I saw when I was going through all my stuff. Of course, I can't find it now. Maybe I gave it away or sold it, or oh yeah, here we go. I want to show you something I want to make for this journal. The pieces I already have made, of course, don't go with the journal, but I do have a video on these, a full video. I think I have 2 videos on these. I have one on making them envelope, and then I have it on filling the envelope. So these were made from knife and fork holders. I got these on Amazon, and they're just a tall, skinny pocket, which is what I ended up making. And then I made tall, skinny tags to go inside. And I pulled it out because I wanted to see what I made it out of. And I see it's file folder. So perfect. Okay, I think I have some pre-cut already that we could use, because that's the other thing I'm thinking about making us today, is these right here. Or in the next video, if it's not this one. See these? Yeah, see, none of these go in this journal. So, too bad, because I could have just glued it right on the page and been done. But, you know, it is what it is. But they make good samples. So I can see, I had made a bunch of them. I think I'm down to just 2. Gives me an idea of how I did it. And so that'll give me an idea on how to decorate these, right? So let's work on these bits and pieces that I have here. And I think we should work on, she looks fairly easy. Well, she's actually easier. Because with her, now I don't know if I'm going to put a lot of lace in this journal. I guess it's fashion. We could put lace in there. Let me see. What do we have in the heavier laces? I wanted to see if this particular lace would look good under here. So. No. See, it's not, I know what I want. I want something lacy, but I don't want it to be like so heavy. So I think these heavier laces would be a good finishing on pages or something. I mean, it worked on my last journal, but they may not work on this journal. They're all very heavy embroidered pages. And I'm thinking they may not work. So we'll go to these laces. These are brand new. I just got these. These are from Mary, Not Martha. And oh yeah. See, I was thinking something like this. Oh, isn't that pretty? Yeah, but she covers up so much that I'm like hesitant. Well, what if we did? Oh, and I found another pair of my mom's embroidery scissors. I was so excited because they're like this, only a little longer. I haven't used them or in many, many years, if at all. So I'm hoping they're still really, really sharp, because, you know, you need them sharp to do the fussy cutting. I had not planned to fussy cut her. That's why she was not pre-cut out. I was just going to use her as is because I love the background, but I think it just hides too much of the lace, and I don't want that. I want to be able to see the lace. So how are you guys? What's new? What's exciting? Anything fun happening for you guys? I know you all have had wacky weather like we have here in California. We have had sun and rain and wind and snow at sea level. Crazy, right? Even at the ocean. So it's just been crazy around here. I decided I'm going to leave a little bit of the background because I don't want it all gone. Oh, this lace is stunning. Oh, beautiful. There we go. We see a lot more of her that way. Even if I add a little book page or I add a little something, you know, I am going to throw some of that in the garbage. I'm going to be good and throw it away. All right, let me put that away. We will need to ink. I did moisten up my ink. I use so much ink, especially when I was stamping the other day. That was a lot of fun. Now, I will not do decorate the inside. I'm just going to decorate the outside because I want to leave this for journaling. This is going to be very much a writing journal. So if you are a writer and you journal, this will be the journal for you. Now, I don't think I'm going to use all the lace. I'm kind of thinking here. Oh, good, the heater's on. It's a little chilly today. It's been pretty cold ever since we had our big rainstorms. The dampness is kind of crazy. Oh, isn't she pretty on there? Okay, so I'm liking that. I also think I need some fabric scissors. I wonder what my neighbors are up to. They're banging around pretty good. Out in the backyard. They're building something. It's been very quiet over there because of all the rain, but I noticed they're out today. So, put that in my box. Yeah, pretty, pretty, pretty. I feel like we need some, like, paper behind it, right? I'm going to move some things behind me so that I'm not got everything in the way. So I'm getting a little much piled up next to me. And one thing I did make the point of doing was rerunning the entire kit of chapter 1, the damask roses. And, oh, I did run more of those too. And ones I thought I would use. Yeah, and all the things I thought I might use, I did, and I paper clipped them so we're ready, you know, to cut, grab, and use. So I'm trying to be very organized here. I don't think I'll need that because I did cut it. I do have them up next to me, so we're good. All right. So we've inked that. I want to put that on, but I won't glue it down just yet because I'm thinking maybe I'll put the writing underneath. I just need some writing or maybe one of these lovely papers behind her. What do we think? Let's see. Because I want something behind her. I wonder how that would be with just a little bit of floral peeking through. I don't know if that's dark enough. Let's see, what else have I got? I know I saw a pink damask in here. Did I pull it or did I like leave it in the book because I was like, no, I don't want to use it. It's my last piece. More than likely, I didn't want to use it because it's my last piece. What about something like that on there? Let's see. I'm going to look quickly here in my scraps from that kit to see if I have like scraps that are already small. And I mean, I hate to cut up new ones, you know. I hate to make more scraps of the same papers. That would be... Then I'll have over scrappage, right? I mean, I have, as you can see, look at. That's a scrap, but the rest are pretty all much all there. Okay, so no real scraps, which is unusual, but that's okay. Let's see if I have an envelope of scraps, because you know I do that too. Oh, you know where? Hello. Hello. Here we go. I knew I had scraps. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. I knew it. All right. Well, why cut that up again? I mean, I will if I need to. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hoarding here. Obviously, I'm not hoarding. I've been using this paper pack a lot. But see, look, there we go. Let's see what else is in this cute little paper pack of stuff. See, I want some writing behind too, so we may use that. Oh, no, not that one. What have I got on that side? Okay, well, I see a few things we can use. Ooh, I bought a new storage unit to put next to my desk. A little tiny little cart that I got on Amazon. It's 2-layer cart. Looks like this. And it stacks 2 layers. And then it has little wheels. So, but I have to put it together. I just got it last night. And it's pink. Pink, pink, pink. It's a little darker than I like, but you know, I can't always get the rose gold or the blush that I'd like, but it's a pink at least. And it holds, you guys, look how big. Look at this. This is a 12 by 12 paper. This is 14 inches. So I can put my bigger papers next to me when I'm working. And I'm not having to throw so much on the floor or trip over the baskets I have on the floor. Ha! Because boy, do I do that all the time. All right. At the rate I'm going, I'm not even going to get one piece done today. But that's okay. We had a lot to chat about. It was a long weekend. So, you know, we had a few things to take care of, right? Let me see. I don't really want a white edge, so let's see how we do with this. Okay. And it's too tall. I'll have to ink the edge for sure. I kind of like that rough edge up there. Is that upside down? There's words on here I didn't realize. Oh, they're all French. Haha, that's pretty. All right, let's. We just need to take a little bit off. So, one thing is, this mat is slippery enough that everything gets squirrely. So, thank you for hanging in there with me last week on Friday when I was having such a rough day. Hope you didn't mind that not so great video, but I didn't want you to go the whole week without hearing from me, and my throat hurt so bad. It was a rough day that day. I was glad, and then the next day I ended the migraine, so I definitely was not on form, but I seem to be much, much better. Still have tons of allergies though. Ugh, I'm gonna have to take some allergy meds in a little bit. But I didn't want to do them before the video because they make me sleepy. You know, you don't want me snoozing on the desk instead of talking with you. So I was trying to think if there was anything new, exciting. Well, my husband got himself golf clubs for his 65th birthday present because his birthday was the end of January. He turned the big 6'5". Can't believe it. You know, we've been together since we were, babies. I don't know if I ever told you guys all of that story. Some of you know that we were childhood sweethearts, boy and girl next door. We've been together total 50 years, married 45 of the 50. But how I came to meet Mr. Greg is that his dad was dating my neighbor. And she had gone through a divorce, which was very, very unusual for that time. Divorce was just becoming popular in the 60s, and not popular, but starting to happen a lot. But her husband was abusing her. He was beating her badly. So, you know, people didn't hold it so much against her. So anyway, she got a divorce, a restraining order. I think he even went to jail. But she had a young son. And anyway, she met Greg's dad in a bar, which was how you met people in the 60s. And it was after work. She worked in a bank, and he was a long haul truck driver. And so, or short haul, I think. I don't know at the time. But they met and they were chatting, and so they started dating. So her son had a birthday, and we were invited to the birthday party, and Greg and his brother Larry were also invited. And so they went to the party, and we met them for the first time. And I think we were probably 9 or 10 maybe. So I met Greg for the first time. He was probably 12. We're 2 years difference in age. And so we met, and at the birthday party. And several times after that, we'd see them in the neighborhood. They would come over there. So then finally their dad married our neighbor. And so they were at the house more and more. So I would see him, wave to him or whatever, and didn't really talk or anything until he came to live with his dad. When he became 14, he got old enough to choose who he wanted to live with, and he wanted to live with his dad, not his mom. So he came to live next door, and he would go outside every single day after school and play basketball. And he was a freshman in high school. Let's see, was he a freshman? Yeah, and it was the beginning of his freshman year. It was the end of his 8th grade year that he moved there right after school. So he was there the whole summer. And he would go outside and play basketball. And I would hear this thump, thump. And my bedroom window was in the front of the house. And it overlooked the driveway where he played basketball every day. And I didn't realize that he had noticed me, but I had not noticed him. At the time, I was going into junior high, just finished 6th grade, and I had little boyfriends and, little crushes and guys that I had grown up with. And technically, we were considered boyfriend and girlfriend. In 6th grade, that's a big deal. So I had a boyfriend, Randy, and lots of friends, Jerry and Ron, and, so I had lots of boyfriends, and he was out there playing basketball every day. And I thought it was kind of strange that he was always managing to do that about the time I was in my room doing my studying for the day, or home from ballet. At the time I was studying ballet and dancing all the time. I was gone all the time, which was sort of frustrating him because he'd be like out there just going away. And then one day my sister said, she's not home. She's at ballet, right? He goes, what do you mean? She's always at ballet. She said, yep, she's going to be a ballerina. So he was not very happy about that. But I saw him out there playing. And if I was bored, I'd watch him, but like no interest in him at all. Like none. I was like, I had a boyfriend. I had guys I hung out with. I went swimming with. We went to the park, guys the whole group of us. It was not just me and him. There was lots of guys and girls, and, it was a whole group of us. And we all grew up together from kindergarten. So... and of course he would be a newcomer. So, anyway, let me see. Hold on a minute here. I got to stop the story for a second because I'm doing layers here, remember? Now, see, I cut off everything, then I put it back and I'm hiding the lace again. That is not brilliant, right? Okay, so what if I just take off a little bit here? Just on one side, right? Oh, I don't want that. I won't even tell you what those remind me of. I always think in my head little nipples, because there's these tiny little points sticking out. So I'm like, no, I don't want that. So, anyway, so I didn't really notice him for a little bit. And then one day, if you guys remember, I told you the bike story, the 10-speed story about me and Kim. Well, I was out working on my bike, getting it cleaned up, ready to go buy my new one, and he rides by on a 10-speed. Well, up came my head. He had a 10-speed. Oh, my gosh. Who is this cool guy in a 10-speed? Didn't even dawn on me it was my neighbor. Shows you how unconscious I was. I was so busy in my ballet world and hanging out with my girlfriend and playing tennis and, swimming. And my life was busy, busy, busy. I didn't have time for no guy. I'm not that way. I had a boyfriend, but, we hung out, like we would go to pool parties and stuff in the summer from school. And because we had a teacher that loved all of us and adopted all of us. And so we would go through the summer. Him and my sister and a bunch of my classmates, we all went to his pool to swim all summer long. So I was there, plus the swim and racket club with Kimmy, and I wasn't paying attention to poor Mr. Greg. Oh, the poor guy. So he drives by on his 10-speed, 5, 6, 7, I don't know, 20 times. And I'm out in the garage cleaning, I'm paying attention because now he's got my attention because he keeps going by. And he has I think it was an orange 10-speed, but it wasn't a Schwinn. It was a Huffy or something. But he had this bright, I'm going to say orange red. I'm going to have to ask him what color it was. I think it was orange red at 10-speed. And so now I'm paying attention, and he stops and we chat. And from there, our friendship grew and eventually our love story. So I don't think I ever told you guys that story. I had to share that with you. So, all right. I think I'm happy with what I've got here. Otherwise, I'm going to run out of time if I keep up All right, let's get this going. So Mr. Greg and I met that way when I was cleaning up my 10-speed. And then when I got my 10-speed, anytime I was outside, like cleaning it up or riding around the neighborhood, because I rode my 10-speed every day. I wasn't in ballets. That really helped build the muscles in my legs. And because you have to have very strong muscles and you have to be very limber to be a ballerina. So anytime I wasn't in the studio, I was on my bike. Well, in the summer especially, because for some reason I think in the summer you would think I'd have more classes, but I don't remember why I had time to ride the bike, or if my mom was giving me a hard time. She didn't want me to be a professional ballerina. She was kind of standing in my way. She didn't want to take me to lessons. She was kind of being a pain about it. And which is one of the reasons I was working so hard towards getting a car, because I wanted to take myself to dance lessons. So she would stop complaining about having to take me 3, 4 times a week, drop me off and pick me up hours later. She wasn't happy about that. So, yeah, she took my sister to dance and didn't seem to complain, but my sister wasn't training to be a ballerina. She was in tap and jazz and gymnastics. So, until she injured her back really bad. And then she had to quit the gymnastics. She was heading for, good stuff. But she injured her back in a backflip or something. And then she couldn't do it anymore. So she was just going to tap and jazz. But I remember going to the state fairs and stuff to watch her dance. She danced in a lot of big programs across the state. But by then, I believe I'd injured my knee and was no longer dancing. So timeline's a little fuzzy. I'm getting old, so I don't remember. Do we like that? Yes. But I feel like I want to move this up. Did I just glue that on? No, it's just sticky from, I want to move it up. I don't want it quite so low because I want to put a label or something down there. All right, so there we go. All right. So anywho, life was good, busy. He was really stalking me, every time I went out, he'd ride with me. Can I ride with you? I'm like, sure. So we'd ride all over the neighborhoods and all in the area. And then we'd stop and sit on the lawn and talk. But he was trying to get me to date him. And I was like, no, I have a boyfriend. He said, well, where is he? So where's this boyfriend? I said, well, he got mono. He's in the hospital. And he couldn't go to the pool parties, couldn't do anything. We talked on the phone all the time. Back then, you had sat in my parents' bedroom behind the bed next to the wall and talked on the phone to my boyfriend, Randy, who I'd known forever. And he was my best friend. I mean, we were super close. But Greg and I were becoming closer by the day. More just friends as far as I was concerned. I only saw him as a friend because I had Randy and I adored Randy. I mean, I think if you could be in love at that age, I was in love with Randy. And honestly, I probably would have married him, but he moved away not long after that year, after that summer. He did not go to high school with us. He went to junior high for a little bit, but then his parents moved or got a divorce or something. They moved up to Humboldt County. So we were writing letters after that. But anyway, Greg was trying to get me to date him. And his little stepbrother there, Ed, was constantly passing me notes and says, why won't you date my brother? I said, because I have a boyfriend. And in my little 6th grade, 7th grade way of drama, and I was well wanted. I was excited about that. Boy, popular. So I'm being sarcastic, by the way. So to me, I was like, wow, I got this high school guy that wants me to be his girlfriend, but I've already got a boyfriend. But my boyfriend's in the hospital with mono all summer and first part of the year. He was there forever. Back then, I guess it was pretty serious. I didn't understand the whole thing. I think I don't know if he had other things, because, back then you didn't talk about stuff like that. So, I'm looking for my labels. So, Ed was constantly lobbying for Greg, and, but I think when Randy got out of the hospital, they moved away not long after that. Broke my little heart, my little teenage heart. Oh, I was so devastated that my my love was moving away, and we wrote letters for years. We became just friends after that because he was my best friend. So besides my girlfriends, he was my best guy friend, and I had lots of guy friends, but he was my best guy friend, and I was devastated when he moved away. And so was Ron, who was another one of my guy friends and had been a boyfriend too. Ron and Randy had both been my boyfriends, and on it was like interchangeable all through 5th and 6th grade. We were all boyfriends and girlfriends, you know. It was a big deal back then. That was a big thing in 5th and 6th grade. If you didn't have a boyfriend, boy. So I like that below her, right below her feet. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Oh, let me check my time, guys. I think I know when I started, but I want to make sure. Yep, right when I thought. Okay. So, anyway, with Randy out of the way, Greg made his move. Kept hanging out with me, kept hanging out with me, kept hanging out with me. Wanted to go everywhere. He was always giving me goodies and flowers. And for a young boy, that was a pretty big deal. Jewelry, like little like hearts and just little trinkets. He was always bringing me little things. You know, I don't know where he was getting them, but he was always bringing me little things and trying to win over my little heart. So, which he eventually did because we've been married forever. Oh, you guys, we're lucky. I was a lucky girl. He said the second he saw me, he fell madly in love, said, I'm going to marry that girl someday. He was all of 14 years old, but he said, nope, this is the girl for me. And he has not. He's been very faithful ever since. So, we've been together forever, ever and a day, ever and ever. So, these words are from a Jewel Design. I think these are her elegant words. She has words of every kind, shape. You can see these are hers. These are all the words I'm using. Not these. These are Shabby Dabby Doodah, and this is Shabby Dabby Doodah. But yeah, these are all Jolene's. Imagine, create, forever, happiness. Create's not bad. I have them in. They come in big sheets, right? And I printed them on 3 different color papers. So look at, I got the same words all in 3 different colors. So 3 different colorways. So I can pick the one that goes best. And these are the ones that are like been cut or bits and pieces, right? So, but I can use them right from here. I kind of think I want this darker colorway. Blossom is pretty, believe, hope. Let's see, imagine, create, charming. Oh, that's a good one. Majestic. That's another good one. Serenity. Majestic. Oh, here's a majestic. Let's see if I like this one. She's very majestic looking, I think. And some of these are on sticker paper, some are not. Now, this is on a parchment. That's on a sticker, and that's on regular cardstock. So it just depends. Each one gave me a different color. So you can take the same words and print them on different papers and get a whole different look. There's something on the edge of that, so we'll just cut that off, right? Oh, pretty. Okay, I think that's what I want. All right. Now, do I want to clip the corners a little bit? Maybe. Yeah, I like the corners clipped a little. I don't want to round them. So, and then we'll ink. You'll notice I cut that down. It was much bigger, right? So that's how we do that. So Jolene has tons and tons of words in all colors, all different styles. Words, 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 lots of words. So don't be afraid to go over and look at her shop because she's got a ton of words. Yeah, where do I want to put that? I don't want to put it over there. Maybe towards the middle, down a little bit. Yeah. Space that out with my eye. I'm going to have to use, I am using Fabri-Tac glue because it's going on, I don't know, that word seems a bit dark for that really light dress she's wearing. Let me just try something. I want to, I think it brings in the background. I don't know. I'm going back and forth. Any of them would look good. That's the problem. They all look fabulous. Okay, so they're all good. I also have this color. Let me check this one. That's not bad. Yep, I'll stick with what I started with. As I always tell you, that's usually my first choice, is usually my best choice. Now this one I will glue on because it is not on sticker paper. But if I'm putting, even with the sticker paper, which sticks forever on paper, it doesn't stick forever so well on the lace. So, boy, isn't that pretty, you guys? I'm loving it. All right, so we've got our first one done. This will glue onto the page like this. So you have writing and writing. You could decorate a little bit there. And so what I might do with that one is, this is, for those of you who don't know, I use a rose on every, my signature is a rose in my journals. I always put them on the blank pages if I can. Not always, but I try to be consistent with it. There. I think that looks cute. Maybe we'll put one on that page too. So these are those tall pages I demonstrated on Friday. They were a full page. I cut it in half, folded it in half, cut out my thumb notches, thumb holes, so that you can easily get out your... There we go. Alrighty. Now this will need a tag, and I'm going to see if I have... I cut a bunch of... Ouch. Oh, see my knee. I cut a bunch of... hold on a minute. Long strips from file folders. So some are and these are wonderful for giving you more space. See, these are folded. I don't want to use those because these actually glue on a page. I have another project to show you how to use those. Are these all folded? Yeah, they are. I have one that's not. That's not. Will it fit? Oh, come on now. Okay, first thing you know what I need to do, right? We need to make sure that that's open all the way and I didn't get crazy with the glue. There we go. You know, why is it so difficult to do something on camera? I don't know. Every digital artist, every YouTube artist says the same thing. Why is this so hard? Well, I'll tell you one thing that helps. If you're struggling, round your corners at the bottom. Oh my goodness, my punch decided to empty its corners there all over my desk. Goodness. Alrighty, let's see if that will fit, because I know it's skinny. There. See, you put the round in there and it goes in. Why is this difficult? This fits in there perfectly. I don't want to make it if it's not going to fit in there. You know what I mean? What's the point of doing all that and then have it not fit? I didn't add a gusset or anything, so why is it stuck at the bottom? Real world problems, people. Well, I was going to make it shorter for sure. So this is going to be another project, I think. Another day we'll make tall tags for all of our tall goodies, right? Yeah, it just doesn't want to fit in there. And it's skinny. Look at that. Why is it not going in there? It does not make sense to me. Well, how rude. Okay. This one's skinnier. Yeah, you know what? It's just too close in size. I think I have to cut it down. All right. Well, I'm not going to stress with it right now. So I'll know I need to make a tag. That'll tell me we need to make the tag for that. We need to work on this one. I'm going to run out of... Oh, I have like 5 minutes, I think, if I even have that. Do I have that? Yeah, I have less than 5 minutes. I probably should just end the video, but at least you know what I'm going to be working on. This one, I do like her wallpaper behind her, but I feel like she's going to be way too big for... And I'm going to kiss cut this, meaning I'm purposely not going tight around everything like I did on the last one. I'm leaving a little bit of the wallpaper around her. Kiss cut is a quilting term. Quilter's term. So, for those of you who don't know that. Okay. Yeah, it's got pretty little wallpaper, but there we go. Oh, isn't that pretty on there, you guys? Oh, I love it. That's going to be a gorgeous tag. Ooh-hoo. Pretty, pretty. Especially if we ink around that to just make it blend in with the background a little bit. And you don't see all the white that I just left there. So you notice I didn't cut the bottom because I like the way it is. And I left a little bit of wallpaper around her. Oh, isn't that pretty? Especially if I move it up just a bit so you could see that on the bottom. Might want to put a little bit of lace across the bottom of there. I don't think I want to put any lace behind her because this is a very busy tag. I don't feel like maybe it could have a number. Like one of Tina, Shabby Dabby Duda, one of her numbers. I want a black one. But they're too big. You know what? I'm going to go... Oh, no. There's some small ones. Yay. Or I have those. So some of those would work. Any one of those would work. Like, it would be okay up there, but not that big. I like the colors. There's not a lot of black. Let me see. I don't think there's any black in this journal, but that doesn't mean we can't add it in, right? I mean, we're using burgundy blue, a little bit of kind of the seafoam green. Oh, there's black. Yeah, there is. Yeah, I see some blacks in here. So yeah, that'll work. Yeah, there's absolutely. Okay. Woohoo. And then we'll figure out where these all go once we get everything made. I'll probably going to have another video this week. More ephemera. I'm going to try to get a lot more done because I'm almost out of time here. Bummer. But it took me a little bit to get going. You know, I haven't done a video in a few days. And like I said, I wasn't all that well. So finally feeling better. But, you know, I hate to even... I'm not going to jinx... I just jinxed myself. I should not say that. I think I'm feeling better. I don't want to say that because then I get sick again. So it's not what I want to do. I'm going to have to cut some small numbers. I don't have any. So before I do my next video, I'm telling you right now, Mama's going to cut. I mean, I got tons of those, but I need to cut some of the colors in the smaller. I have to see if I have any sheets printed. Well, there's black and those. But yeah, I want to get some of the brown ones that I just saw and tan ones cut because I want to get some in this colors. So let's see if I have any small. Oh, there's a little one in that one. Do I have the brown one? I want that color. That color. I want that color. I want that color. I don't have any. Okay. You'd think I have plenty of numbers here, but Lord in heaven, where did they go? Oh, I think I found one. Woohoo. There we go. There we go. Yep, there it is. Yep. Oh, but it blends in too much. All right, but they're here. I have a couple. But I'm still going to go see if I can get some more before my next video. That way I have plenty to deal with. Got all the light ones, but I'm going to want some of those. And I'm going to want some more. Oh, I'm also going to want to use some blues. Yeah, that's going to be fun. So, yes, Mama's going to go. I know I keep saying Mama. Probably because I say that to the cats all the time. I'm gonna go cut some out. All right. It's all good, you guys. It's all good. All right, you guys. Well, I'm probably going to end up here. And then as soon as I get everything together, I'll do another video for you. And we'll see where we're at. Make some more pretties for this journal. Because we need pockets. And we need journaling cards. And we need tags, and we need every single bit for this. You know, I don't have anything pre-made that goes with that. I'm sure I have plenty of pink, but any other color, not so much. So I'll check my box, but I don't think I have anything that goes with this. So we will see. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you have a marvelous Monday, a wonderful week. I'll see you again on Wednesday. And I love you guys. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.